In my last video, we used Copilot to clean data and write formulas. Today, we're leveling up to full data analysis. I'm going to show you how to use Copilot as your project assistant to validate a complex rollout plan, build a visual dashboard from scratch, and most importantly, generate a boardroom-ready executive summary. It's not as simple as one click, so I'll be sharing the exact prompts I use to get professional results. Let's dive in. Let's look at a real-world scenario. A POS hardware rollout. You have a shifting schedule of installation dates across hundreds of sites and a requirement to provide a weekly executive status report. Instead of building charts by hand or manually drafting summaries, we're going to use Copilot to validate our timeline and automate the reporting. Here is the exact process to take that raw data and turn it into a management-ready summary. Before we even think about charts, we have to ensure our data is actually realistic. In a POS rollout, scheduling an install on a weekend or a public holiday can be a costly mistake. I tasked Copilot to audit our outstanding list and highlight any installation date in yellow if it falls on a Saturday, Sunday, or a local public holiday. In under a minute, Copilot cross-referenced the calendar and flagged the errors for me. This validation step is what separates a generic plan from a professional one. Now, you know my rule. Always verify the AI. I did a spot check on the results, and the accuracy was spot on. It correctly identified the weekend dates, but more impressively, it accurately flagged the specific public holidays for Belgium and Greece. With the data integrity confirmed, we're ready for the next check. Next, we need to address resource constraints. Every business has a limit, and for this rollout, our capacity is capped at 3 installations per day. I asked Copilot to audit the plan and highlight any date with more than 3 stores scheduled in red. Within seconds, the over-allocated dates were flagged. Now I have a clear hit list of dates, including the weekends and holidays we found earlier, that I need to negotiate with the business before we finalize the schedule. With the data validated, let's move to the visual side. Chart creation. Now for the visual part. Building our data tables and charts. If you saw my previous video on issue log analysis, you know that Copilot can stumble on its first try if the prompt is too vague. This time, I'm changing my strategy. Instead of a simple request, I'm providing detailed instructions to see if we can achieve 100% accuracy on the first pass. We'll start with the fundamentals. 2 charts to track our completed versus outstanding installations. I executed the detailed prompt, and in less than a minute, Copilot generated both charts. But as always, we trust nothing until it's verified. To audit the AI's work, I manually built 2 pivot tables to cross-reference the figures. The result? A 100% match. By providing clear requirements up front, we eliminated the hallucinations and got a perfect output on the first pass. We have our high-level progress, but management needs to see the regional breakdown. I executed a prompt to generate the distribution by regions, and again, Copilot delivered the visuals in under a minute. However, for a professional dashboard, a data table without a grand total is incomplete. Instead of fixing it manually, I issued a follow-up prompt to have Copilot recalculate the totals. This iterative process is how you move from a basic draft to a finished report. With the regional breakdown generated, we move to the most critical step, the accuracy audit. During a spot check of Central Europe, I noticed a discrepancy. The completed and outstanding percentages added up to more than 100%. Instead of ignoring it, I issued a follow-up prompt for Copilot to investigate the calculation logic. It turned out to be a rounding display issue rather than a math error. I instructed Copilot to format the table to 1 decimal place, and that solved it. This is exactly why you can't just set it and forget it. You have to oversee the output. Next, we need a deeper dive. A breakdown of installation counts by region, organized by month and year. I issued a detailed prompt to Copilot, and it generated the data visualization almost instantly. But there was a problem. The chart type it selected didn't actually make the trends easy to read. This is a key moment in the process. Just because the data is correct doesn't mean the visualization is effective. We need to pivot our approach to get the right visual for our stakeholders. Since the first chart didn't hit the mark, I had to be more descriptive. I didn't actually know the technical name of the chart I wanted, so I described the visual layout instead. This is the beauty of an AI assistant. You don't need to speak code, you just need to explain your intent. I refined the prompt with specific layout instructions, and this time, Copilot translated my description into the exact visualization I was looking for. Before we wrap, I realized I was missing the most critical North Star metric for my stakeholders: the overall percent completion versus the total target. This is the first number any executive will look for. I issued one final prompt to Copilot to generate these high-level KPIs. The counts are accurate, and the visuals are clean. Now, all the pieces are on the table. It's time for the most important part of the process: building the executive dashboard. At this point, you're probably wondering, is there a one-click magic prompt to instantly assemble this dashboard? I've tested that shortcut extensively, and the results simply aren't boardroom ready. I'm not going to waste your time showing you a workflow that fails. Instead, I'll show you the reliable way to curate a professional dashboard. Our first step is organization. Since we've generated several components, I'm asking Copilot to provide a full inventory of every chart and table we've created so far. With all our components ready, it's time to curate. A professional dashboard shouldn't be a data dump, it should tell a story. I reviewed every table and chart, selecting only the high-impact metrics that management actually needs to see. I created a dedicated dashboard sheet and instructed Copilot to migrate those specific elements. In under a minute, the relevant data and visuals were moved, giving us a clean, focused workspace for our final report. With our data and visuals in place, we move into the final polish. A professional dashboard needs a clear sense of time, so I tasked Copilot to generate a dynamic header with an automated date stamp. This ensures that every snapshot I send to management is accurately timestamped for that reporting week. From there, it was down to the design details, standardizing the color palette and optimizing the layout for readability. And there it is, a fully functional automated project dashboard. While finalizing the layout, I noticed a small data table supporting the pause terminal pie chart that was cluttering the view. To keep the dashboard focused on high-level visuals, I consulted Copilot on the best way to remove it without breaking the chart's data source. The solution was simple: hide the supporting table. It's a practical fix that keeps our interface clean and professional, while maintaining the integrity of the underlying data. To wrap up the visual design, we need to remove any remaining spreadsheet feel. By navigating to the View tab and unchecking grid lines, we instantly transform the workspace into a clean, professional interface. This eliminates visual noise and ensures that when we capture this for our weekly report, the focus remains entirely on the data and the trends. And there it is, a boardroom-ready dashboard, built and validated with Copilot. With the visual dashboard complete, we move to the final and most seamless step: generating the executive summary. Because we've already validated the underlying data, Copilot can now synthesize those insights into a professional narrative. In under a minute, it produced a precise, high-level summary that's ready for the boardroom. This is the power of a well-prepared workflow. The AI handles the writing, while you provide the strategic oversight. And there you have it, a complete AI-assisted workflow for your project planning. We've built an auto-updating dashboard for real-time visibility and a refined prompt that can generate an executive summary whenever you need it. Remember, the secret isn't just the AI, it's the validation and the detailed requirements we built together today. This same technique isn't just for rollout plans. You can apply this exact framework to system testing, issue log analysis, or any data-heavy project. You now have a repeatable system to turn raw data into professional leadership updates. If you found this workflow helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Microsoft Copilot strategies. I'll see you in the next video.